So this is a video that I recorded of me in my backyard, and I was using a new microphone, and some birds were chirping in, and I lost all my audio. So I'm just going to do my best to kind of narrate what's going on. Basically, I live on Treasure Island in San Francisco, and as a result, I get a ton of sea buildup and sort of grime, and everything rusts, and everything is wet all the time. So my cement gets really grimy and covered with lichens, and my planter box and my deck and all of that too. So everything is kind of just covered. The plants love it though. Succulents are in bloom. Nice springtime vibe going on in the backyard. Everything is loving it except for me. I'm not loving the ground. So I borrowed my friend's Honda here, and it's a Honda engine. It's a Troybuilt pressure washer, 3000 PSI with a Honda engine, and should do the trick here for me. I've got the nozzle, a bunch of different tips, and he lent me this Ryobi head, which does a really good job of doing surface area. So you can just click it into the wand and get some surface area. So basically, I think what I'm saying is that we're going to kind of get everything cleaned up, and we're going to start doing some pressure washing in the backyard. It's all that I can imagine that I might be saying at this time. So I've grabbed my Ryobi leaf blower. It's just an 18-volt leaf blower. Has the interchangeable battery packs that works with all my tools. Love this thing for just a small little backyard. Really does a great job. It comes in a 40-volt as well, but this one seems to be doing the trick. So I'm just going to clean up the backyard and kind of tidy everything, and kind of do a little time lapse of that. So enjoy.
Waking up anew, wasting time is all I do. But now when I'm with you, so much time, nothing to do. I'm dropping you texts now. You said you want me when it's that. Being with you just feels right. Said we could meet it when it's that. Sun is about to go down. So what you doing tonight? It's everything I can't think of.
The backyard's all cleaned up and everything is moved out of the way. So moving over to the generator and gonna get that going. The pressure washer. And so I checked the fuel, and I'm just gonna move it out of the way here so that I can actually access the fire up parts here, the choke and the on off button, etc. So messing with that, got the choke in, got the on off, and then working on firing that up. What I didn't actually notice was that there was a fuel on off. So I was getting it fired up, but it wasn't actually really taken off. Even with the choke off, it wanted to go, and then it kind of sputtered out. And then I had to set the camera down, and I noticed that the fuel on-off wasn't actually connected. So once I got that going, it was a pretty easy fire up. It got fired up right away, so no issues at all. That's one of the things I love about Honda generators, or Honda engines, pressure washers, generators. They really just start right up every time as long as the gas is good. So at this point, we're ready to go, and we're just going to kind of kick things off and start working around the edges.
Waking up anew, wasting time is all I do. But now when I'm with you, so much time, nothing to do. I'm dropping you texts now. down.
At this point, I moved to the surface cleaner. It's just a Ryobi head attachment. It's universal and it fits onto any pressure washer or air hose attachment. And so I just set that up and kind of wanted to just give it a quick test and see if it was working. It looked like it was working, so I put the tip back on and cleaned it and kind of started doing that. So just was really impressed with the results. It's a 15-inch surface cleaner. I'll include a link to this and some of the other things that I used, the Ryobi leaf blower, and if I can find a link to the pressure washer too, just so you can kind of see the tools that I used. Really impressed with how quickly it was able to clean this entire surface area, and really impressed with the results overall in such a quick period of time. So I'll just get back to finishing up the job and kind of cleaning everything up so that you can see the results.
Said you wanted honest, giving you my hand. I'm dropping you texts now. You said you want me when it starts. Being with you just feels right. Said we could meet it when it starts. Yeah, slow down. Sun is about to go down. So what you doing tonight? It's everything I can't think of.
The pressure washing job is all done. I rinsed everything off and kind of got everything cleaned up. Also sprayed a few other things in my yard. Overall, it was pretty quick and easy. I think it took me about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes once I kind of got the tool set up. There's some areas that still have kind of some darker spots and some lichen you can kind of see, but the stairs all cleaned up. Generally got everything up. I had some paint and kind of some stain and things. Like, looks like I almost missed a spot right there under the plant. But you know, generally it's something that I kind of have to do every couple years. So I'll probably do this deck next, but just wanted to get it going. So overall, really pleased with the results and recommend it. There was one area that I was kind of a little disappointed. I have this runner of pea gravel right along the edge, so all that gunk kind of got in there. Interestingly enough, that rock kind of gets everywhere. The only reason I put it in there was just because my grass was a little short, and so I'm wondering if maybe that'll just kind of grow some moss and lichen in there in between the rocks, maybe add a few more rocks. So I'm just going to see how that ends up drying out, what it looks like. But if it's bad, then I'll probably just kind of stir it up and add some more rocks on top of it. But you can see that the overall cleanliness is significantly improved. Really loving how it looks. So I'm just going to finish up with some before and after shots here and let you enjoy the clean patio.
Said you want me when it starts. Being with you just feels right. Said we could meet it when it starts. Yeah, I'm really being honest. I want this to last. Said you wanted honest. I'm giving you my hand.